Discrimination essay. Essay on discrimination for students and children in English. Our world has always been parted into two groups: victims of discrimination and those who discriminate against the former. The definition of discrimination denies opportunity or equal rights to a specific group of people that may be differentiated based on their religion, skin color, or gender. However, discrimination could be confused with prejudice and stereotype. Stereotypes are mental images we have of a particular group of people because of their religion, culture, or gender. Prejudice stems from stereotypes. It's the act of judging by popular stereotypes. Discrimination is a mix of both, with the addition of oppression and unfair treatment towards the deemed inferior group or individual. Keep in mind that prejudice is a result of attitude and discrimination results from an action. Human history is saturated with acts of discrimination. It takes different forms, and modern society is not an exception. It is at the stake of cultural history and has influenced many social, cultural, and economic occurrences that we see today. One of the most common forms is discrimination based on the financial background of an individual. The world is divided. The oppressive rich and powerful ones were greedy to earn more and frowns upon the ones who doesn't have it all while the poor struggle to survive. When we come across racial discrimination or racism globally, we see acts of violence and unfair treatment done against people of color, usually against people who aren't Caucasian or commonly termed white in appearance. This form of oppression started when European countries started colonizing lands outside Europe in the 1600s and claiming them to be superior. Sadly, racism is still prevalent in the modern world, where a person's ethnicity derives them from equal rights and opportunities. In the history of humanity, we have come across several gruesome acts of discrimination. One of them was the mass genocide of Jews living in Europe, led by the Nazis and their leader Hitler during the Second World War. We still see acts of systematic racism in countries all across the globe. Sexism has also been a significant issue over the centuries. Women face discrimination and double standards in their homes and their workplaces. Here we see women being oppressed, abused, and mistreated by men. Sexism resides in every society worldwide, blocking women from attaining every other right that a man gets to enjoy. We also see people getting discriminated against for their sexual orientation. Homophobia and transphobia are what every queer has to go through living in today's society. They get judged, oppressed, threatened, and even illegalized just for being who they are. Another form of discrimination that's primarily affecting the world today is discrimination based on religion. Today's world is so divided that one act from a community will form a loosey wrap around the group. A country like India, which is constitutionally secular, is now fragmented because of fights struck against religious minorities. In America, after the 9/11 massacre struck, people developed this strange stereotype and hatred towards people who follow Islam, also known as Islamophobia. To sum it up, discrimination forms a menace to society, and the person who has to face such adverse treatment as it is a straight denial of the equal worth of the victim. It is a violation of an individual's identity.